Every new dad should know these things before leaving the hospital. Let's talk about the car seat. First off, you're going to want to make sure the car seat base is already in the car and it's already locked in. You know how that works. Second off, make sure the car seat in general, you understand how to snap it together, how everything works. You don't want to be fumbling around when it comes to the first time putting your baby in it because your baby's probably going to start crying. It is a little bit, it's a change. They're used to being in the little bassinet. So definitely know how your car seat works before it's the first time you put your baby in it. Once you've left the hospital and you're driving home, it's definitely a little nerve-wracking. You're taking bumps slow. You're just going slow in general. You damn near got two hands on the wheel. It's super normal. You're now driving a baby, and it can be kind of scary, but just deep breaths and just drive like normal. In my situation, I have one dog and one cat. As a pet owner, you should have a pretty good understanding on how your animals are going to react to your newborn. It's really hard to speak for everyone on this situation. I know in my scenario, my dog is very laid back, calm. So what we did is we put her in the bassinet that has mesh walls going up the side. Our dog was able to walk up to the bassinet, sniff the side, understand, what was in there, and kind of just go from there. We'd sit down with the baby and I'd hold the dog, and kind of walk it over to the baby and just have the dog sniff her. But you should have a good understanding on, is your dog hyper? Is your dog a little bit aggressive? Just ease into it the same way you'd ease into anything else when it comes to introducing something new to your animals. I honestly was more worried about the cat. You hear all the time cats like to cuddle up to babies, and you just hear things about cats and babies. The cat could potentially suffocate the baby if it, laid on top of it or next to the baby. We've had to yell at the cat a couple times for kind of looking at the bassinet a little bit weird, like acting like they wanted to jump in it. Luckily, the baby's never been in the bassinet at that time. Do yourself a favor and figure out beforehand what you're going to eat for dinner that night. In our situation, my fiance's mom was with us, so we were lucky enough to have her cook dinner for us that night, and we didn't have to stress about what we were going to eat. You can order takeout, if you have someone over, try to have them help make dinner, meal prep, things like that. They're all going to help you just be less stressed out about the little things you normally wouldn't even think about. In our situation, we had everyone come over the same day. That's something we were comfortable with. It's going to be a personal preference when you're going to allow all your family members to see the baby. I would highly recommend having everyone, sit down while holding the baby, and setting your boundaries right then and there when it comes to you and your child. If your family wants to hold the baby, definitely have them hold the baby after the baby's been fed. That way the baby's a little bit sleepy, and they're not just crying in their arms. If you're not comfortable holding a baby, like I don't want you holding the baby. Don't force yourself to hold the baby if you're uncomfortable.